What's up, chat?
And we had so much fun, we decided to do it again. And this time, we've invited some community members for another installment of 2K TV versus the world. And this is the Play Now Online edition. Welcome back to 2K TV, King Jordan 2K and Bash World.
Thank you for having me. This time, hopefully I got you on my side this time, because you're very hard on me, Alexis, very hard.
We'll
This is our broadcast setting tonight. 2K Sports, glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Clint Capella's game is based on activity. He said, I'm going to outwork you the whole game. Maybe it's not on social media, but it's efficient. I'm not.
You already do. You and he are winning players. David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young is out there with Trae Young. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. And for Houston, we've got T.J. Warren. He's out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Green in at the 2. And he comes up with the deuce.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Greg People, good, another from 3.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season. Small, and the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Young. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Young's shot is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Warren. 12 points his last outing. Right side, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Atlanta. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green finds Warren. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Young against Green. On deep. Connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continued.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA, now tied for third.
Huh?
Third all-time for threes in a season.
Guess what, brother? I got you second place for threes all time. I mean, all time threes.
Absolutely amazing.
Huh?
Small, defended by Young. Grant trying to break free.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Young's shot is off. Fires from deep. And again for three.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most threes in a season. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Young from outside, another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Outside Warren. To end the run. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, Warren's so good at absorbing the contact and then just kind of muscling into a shot. That takes a lot of concentration and focus.
And something I like about T.J. Warren's game is his ability to create his own shot. He's got great footwork and creates separation much easier than most.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? You're so right in that observation. He's a bucket getter, and his footwork fundamentals are superb. And even when he doesn't get separation, complete separation, he can still make tough shots. And he can get points in bunches.
Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Fame.
Young players just got blocked. You want to see it. It's like he got blocked. It did look like it. It don't look like, but it went short. But did it say shot block? I don't think so. I think
who won that prize to set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball. That just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
And the shot is good. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Young against Green. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 7. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. 3-on-3. And here's Young from grabs the miss. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. There's the pass to Smalls. Here's Grant. Almost, but it rolls out. The Hawks leading by 7. Young looking it over. Beyond the arc. Again, Young missing. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
From the arc, in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rockets trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Warren. Another miss by Houston.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Bro, I shot a clean on 3, bro. I went 3.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Johnson in for Reddish.
Big hoops.
Here's Rush. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. Couple blocks in that game as well.
Clock at 6. Here's Grant.
No way.
It doesn't go for him. Collins with some nice D.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Young dishes to Young. Young passes to Young. Three-pointer. The shot comes out, and the Rockets take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Young passes to Young. There's the triple. Good. Another from 3.
His shooting has been something.
Are you recording me? You look like Johnny Test. Not Johnny Test, but Will Smith.
That we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Well, it's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard. And the rejection by Collins. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Grant. Rockets trail by 12. Takes it inside.
Hell no.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here is Young. 27 points for him. Misses the 3. And for the Rockets, they're shooting 42% to begin this game. Smalls passes to Grant. From about 19 feet, Atlanta with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Green against Young. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And here is Grant. Smalls, defended by Young. Here's Smalls. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Young for 3. Rush grabs the miss. Rush has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
2 minutes.
Gardner passes to Smalls.
2 minutes.
A 3. That's good. And that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Rockets trail by 8. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Okongwu grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Everybody play. Alright, I'm back.
Alive. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Displaying
He just
intensity
bodied.
right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so here is Houston after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Smalls, and here's the drive. Collins with some nice D. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 10-point game. Fires for three, and again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Here's Smalls, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Wiley, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pat Connaughton comes in for Young. Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Young, here we go. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Even that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jeffries is checked in. Hits it from three-point range. And that's 36 points for the Beast.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming.
Let me see. Siri. What is some famous people who had the last name Knight?
SJ last name is Knight.
Say your brother.
Yes.
Siri. Who is some famous people with the last name Knight?
SJ last name is Knight.
Who was some famous basketball players who was the last name of Knight?
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
It says SJ Knight.
Through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
SJ don't play basketball.
DiVincenzo kicks to Tate. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
DiVincenzo against Young. From deep. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll return shortly. Well, some great players at the small forward position. But T.J. Warren,
I'm looking forward to it. Like I say all the time, it's a blessing to be able to challenge and play.
well, we know Greg had a breakthrough for his 6th season, but Warren missed almost all of year 7 to injury.
Yeah, and he's confident he can come back strong. Remember, this is a guy who scored 53 points in a game, so his talent level obvious.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Şengün in at the 4. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Warriors was terrific. He scored an amazing number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now, here is Young. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Young outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here is Jeffries after the basket by Atlanta. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Still Rockets ball.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu.
Clint Capella.
Here's DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Down low. Here's, look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Now, here is Young, and he's got 41. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
DiVincenzo against Young. Back to DiVincenzo. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his fourth rebound in this one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Young against DiVincenzo. Young's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
DiVincenzo against Young. From past the arc. Good! Another from 3.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season. And even
I'm tied for second for most threes in a season.
Back to Connaughton. Pass to Riley. The 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He has 6.
Good feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Well, we've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Kevin, it's a must-have shot in today's game because of the lane being open as much as it is, the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have a shot that can avoid taller defenders, and the floater is that shot.
Tips it up. It's good on the putback. He has 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Hawks. And some nice passing there by Houston. Jeffries, the pass to DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First team.
Dante DiVincenzo is a winner. Clearly, a 2-time national champion in college and a welcome addition to any roster in the NBA.
The Atlanta making some changes. Reddish, he's checked in for Riley. And it's Malik Monk in for Pat Connaughton. Now, here is Young. He's got 44. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks.
John Collins.
Capella dishes to Young. Back to Capella. Rush with the steal. DiVincenzo against Young. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. Rush gets the bucket.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player, always looking to make the extra pass.
DiVincenzo against Young. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. So Houston will take it the other way.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Warren and Houston again with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Young driving the lane.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Green taking his time here. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Collins. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. 5 on the clock. Young finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy hoop.
DiVincenzo against Young. Now, here's Tate. He's guarded close. Passes it to Rush. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Hawks making a dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. It's Atlanta running away with this one. We'll be back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams.
Let's see what Jalen Green looks like.
One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court right now for the Hawks, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young is out there with Young. And it's Reddish.
Young's out there with Young.
Young against Green. To the paint. Here's Capella. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Outside, Green. To the inside. Here's Grant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's the kind of toughness Grant needs to show in this work on the glass. I mean, you can't shy away from being physical when you're battling on the boards.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring. Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent three ball. Now, you got to at least honor it. Inside, the kick out to Young. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 6 points.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball. Screen.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field. That's 3 of 4 here to start the half. Young drives in. Basket counts. Young's got 48. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something.
What did you say when I was outside? Did you say my bed was jiggly? Huh?
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Warren. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And finished off by Collins.
Barely watch. I threw an alley-oop to John Collins.
Oh my god, I already know how he slipped it.
Boom, like that on the rim.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the pass to Green. Grant with the ball. Defended by Young. Green inside. Young's there. And there's Green on the assist by Grant. Grant's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Young kicks to Young. Back to Young. Young outside. Jacks up a 3. Connects again from distance. And that three-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder. He does indeed, Greg. And the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver. And this
413 threes in the season.
Players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide.
I'm about to do the math. Mm-mm. $500 minus 413 equals 87 more threes until I hit 500. You think I can do that in about 4 games? Or
game as well.
3
Every year
or 4.
You get
I
players
think
from multiple continents: Asia, Africa, Europe,
Intel.
Australia. Basketball is again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pat Connaughton comes in for Reddish. On the wing, Green. To the middle, here's Tate. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
He's a slasher?
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. The staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. On its way from Young for 2. Offensive rebound.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
Rockets trail by 20. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 9. Driving in. Pass to Gardner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Young against Green. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it again. Wow.
86.
He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Well, let me see. Well, let me see. Who was that? That's my Shay sister. That might be.
DiVincenzo against Young. Poke loose. Now, here is Young, guarded by Green. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. Young against DiVincenzo. Passes to Şengün. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. Şengün, no good. Young from outside
85.
knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 59 points.
And obviously his momentum
No,
from the
85
last
more
game
3
has
points.
carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, these hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
To the paint, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still
says
gets
he
up
can't.
and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Pass to Şengün. Back to DiVincenzo. And that one is hammered home.
I don't think the defense was ready for DiVincenzo to get assertive like that. Dunking right on top of him there. Oops, upside your head.
And Young, here we go.
It's basically
Did
been
that jump?
all him. I mean, he scored most of the
That
points
jump for
himself.
And so here is Houston. Now Green. He's got 24. Now the pass to Gardner.
Did I say that?
Now here's Tate.
Brave.
Here's Şengün. That's to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Capella finds Young. This one for 3. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside, Green. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper falls for him. Green's got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Young, good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him. from behind the arc.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Outside, Green. Driving to the basket. Here's Gardner. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Young against Green. For 3. And he gets it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Young against Green. Connaughton passes to Young. And the 3 off target. Houston's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots.
Yo.
It's a 13.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Fires the 3. Good, that's another bucket.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Rockets.
So for the Rockets, Jeffries is checked in, and it's T.J. Warren in for Green. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Hood comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Malik Monk in for Young. It's Young on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Young outside. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
DiVincenzo with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Johnson with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Oh,
yeah.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and
said
grow
mobile 1
a
block.
lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Tate, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
A nice shot by Young.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Passes it to Gardner. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Kicks it to Warren. He feeds it to Jeffries. Houston needs to get a shot off. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Young way outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. The 3. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
For the watch.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Coming out of the floor for the
End up going with a whole new group. And the Rockets with possession here. Şengün passes to DiVincenzo. Now Rush. Over Young. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Green is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Gardner in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. DiVincenzo with it. Here's Şengün. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Back to Young. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And Green slams it in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
To the right side. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Atlanta's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And I love what they accomplished here tonight. Made the plays they had to, and that's why they'll go up 1-0 in their season series against the Rockets.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for the Beast.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
DiVincenzo with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Down low, here's Jeffries, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Young outside. And it's Hood in the corner. Back to Young. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And here's Rose. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace.